Charleston, South Carolina, and Fort Moult Memorial Stadium for this showdown between the Charleston Predators and the San Diego Mavericks. San Diego came oh so close to beating Denver last week before losing on an overtime field goal. They're still looking for their franchise's first win as they take on the 4-4 Charleston Predators, looking to keep pace in Atlantic Division competition. Good evening, everyone. I'm Colin Northup. Rick Northup is my color guy for this week.
Good evening, everybody.
The Horrells, David and KT, are on stats. And Rick, we're about to get an exciting game as the Predators come in 4-4. They lost to Vancouver 31-16 last week, and they're looking to get back on track here.
Indeed, and San Diego is looking to get themselves off the schneid, and it's always interesting when you've got teams like that, because they start trying new things, different things every week. You never know what you might get, especially at this point in the season. Colin, I'm excited.
Charleston won the toss of the coin, and they will put their defense on the field first. For the Predators on defense,
yes,
they give up 22.1 points per game. They're ninth in rush yards allowed. Have forced 19 turnovers and have a turnover differential of +4, which is 7th best. Amanda Moyer kicks it away, and we're underway. Return up the middle of the field that Jacob cleared at a 22. We'll get our first look at Javier Vasquez, who was efficient last week in the overtime loss. 38 of 48 for 249 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Vasquez in the shotgun, 1st and 10. We'll get to the lineups after this play for both teams as it's a throw in the middle, complete for a first down to the 37. Shea Carroll with the catch, number 88.
Nifty little fingertip catch. Showing off already.
A catch of 15 yards and a first down. Vasquez is the quarterback. Jalen Wells is the tailback. Nick Hoagland is the fullback. We get to the rest of the lineup as Wells gets the carry here and picks up 2 yards, 2nd and 8. Ryan Owens, Connor Weston, and Shea Carroll are the wide receivers. Tight ends are Stephen McMichaels and Optimus Klein. That is the offensive group for San Diego. They come out with 3 backs in the backfield and Jalen Wells deep. Vasquez turns, gives to Wells, and Wells will lose a yard on a play. Tackle made by number 99, Jeff Hollywood. He's joined on the defensive line by Dick Baker. And the Predators' leading sack man, Joseph Sabonka, defensive tackle. Linebackers are Jack Hoffman and Jack Brown, along with Tommy Zanardi. Johnny Bravo, Corey Meaner, Josh Reese, John Danamo, and Zach Lee are the safeties. As that is nearly intercepted. Pass intended for Optimus Klein, and it'll be a quick 3 plays and a punt for San Diego.
Wow, nice little pump fake there, too, but for his trouble, nearly throws a pick. It was kind of a misfire, obviously, there.
This is a San Diego team that has only 6 passing touchdowns total of the year. No rushing touchdowns. And it has averaged only 12.4 points a game. And the return is up to the 25, and we'll see TD Drew and the rest of this Predator attack. Featuring prominently the running back Keith Swearingen, as well as the 2 tight ends, Lyric DaVinci and Jay Taylor. Wide receivers are Ken McCarroll and Buchanan Simons. who leads his team in touchdown receptions to Simon. And the guards are Fred Dukes and Butch Meaner on the offensive line. Drew 7-step drop, first play down the field, wide open is Simmons, and he hauls it in at the 46-yard line for a huge gain down the field. First down, Charleston.
Terrific opener for them, Colin, as they immediately go for a deep strike as they cross midfield in one play.
Charleston, third best passing attack in the league, over 309 yards per game. As TD Drew is back to throw, fires it out. This is complete to Lyric DaVinci, and DaVinci goes up to the San Diego 34-yard line. And just like that, they're well into Maverick territory.
Not his primary target, but looks off the primary and finds the secondary is basically uncovered as he sachets after the reception, sachets for a first down.
For San Diego on defense, Joe Duncan and Denzel Maverick are the defensive ends. Mustafa Kamal, KT Slayer are the other defensive tackles. And we'll get to the linebackers as Simons makes his second big catch of the drive and knocked down at the 17.
Well, she made the comment, Colin, about how good they are in the passing attack. And in this first possession, you can see it's on display.
Coming into the game, he had 36 grabs, did Simons, for 676 yards, 7 touchdowns, 18.1 yards per catch, best in the league among receivers. We'll get to the San Diego rest of their defense after this play, as Drew fires it out, complete to DaVinci, knocked out of bounds at the 3 by one of those defenders, Jacob Clear. First and goal in Charleston. For San Diego, they have linebackers Carson Miller and Pete Mitchell, along with Devin King. And the defensive backs, the veteran Ron Hoff, Jacob Clear, Ray Lanier III, and Mike Ryan, both rookies at the safety positions. Here's Drew, deep drop, throws to the end zone. DaVinci catches it for a touchdown, Charleston. And the Predators strike first.
Just a clinic right there in the first possession, Colin. Unbelievable. Was that like 4 plays? I'm kidding. It was more than that.
And that, for DaVinci, is his first touchdown reception of the year.
Get out of town.
Had 27 receptions for 335 yards coming in.
And the first one for a score. Well, congratulations.
Amanda Moyer is the place kicker. She's on to try this extra point. And after quickly going down the field, Charleston Predators, 7:11 to go in the first quarter, take a 7-0 lead.
7-11 to go. How convenient of a store is that? Oh, stop me.
That's a 5-play, 75-yard drive and a 3-yard touchdown pass.
I wasn't too far off with 4.
Clear back for the return from Moyer's kick. They are deep in the end zone. He's coming out with the ball. That's upfield and gets knocked down just past the 20, though, marking at the 21.
Mavericks trying to make something happen, and a lot of good individual efforts. See about their running game up the middle. They were stymied last time by Charleston. They're going to need that mix.
Jalen Wells coming in has 1 rushing touchdown. So San Diego has 1 rushing touchdown, not 0. As I said earlier, my apologies, as this pass over the middle is complete to Connor Weston. And the second-year wide receiver, who's the leading pass receiver for the flight in terms of yards and receiving touchdowns, with 519 yards and 3 touchdowns respectively, hauls that in there to make it a 2nd and 2. As they come out with the tight end split wide, as Vasquez is back to throw and fires it out to one of them, Stephen McMichaels, who hauls it in and takes it out of bounds at the San Diego 34-yard line.
You know, when you're trying to get your offense on track, just focusing on making first downs many times can be the tonic you need. And I like that call, Colin, because they took what the defense was giving them, and it was just enough for a first down.
Vasquez so far 3 of 4 for 29 yards. Thanks to David and Katie Harrell manning the stats for us tonight as Wells hauls in that pass, but he'll be tackled in the backfield for a loss of 1 by Hollywood.
Predators are all over that one.
And for Charleston, Jack Brown leads the club with 89 tackles. Joseph Savoca, 5.5 sacks, is the leading tackler. He also has 11 TFLs. Jack Hoffman has 12 pass deflections, leads the team. And 2 players are tied with 4 interceptions each as that pass out of the backfield to Wells goes nowhere as the tackle is made by Josh Reese, the free safety.
Second little flare in a row to the left side of the formation. Early in the game, you see a couple of similar plays like that. We'll keep an eye on that for the rest of the game. They're going to probably continue to try and work that.
3rd and 11, San Diego. Only 42% converting on 3rd down coming in. And they won't convert here as this pass is knocked down by the Predators. And it'll be a 3 and out again for San Diego.
A lot of crossing concepts, over the middle, dump off type passes, West Coasty type concepts. And they've had a couple of completions and a couple of not so complete passes. And every time there's a lot of traffic in there.
Alex Domian to kick it away for San Diego. Lance DeLake waiting for the return as the rush was on. Nearly blocked.
Ooh. Sit down, young man.
And the return is out to the 28-yard line. John Stemego was signed in week 6. He's the nickel back in this package for the Predators. Getting his feet right back there with a pretty veteran secondary in terms of experience there. Here is TD Drew back to throw, fires it out. It's there, Da Vinci again, and he picks up 7 more yards for his troubles before being dragged down by 2 defenders at the 36. I look at this San Diego defense, Rick, and there's plenty of youngsters dotted throughout this roster, but for the most part, especially in offense, it's all veteran players.
Yeah, well, I think the defense is still learning how to play as a team. And by the way, I want to remind everybody the Rick Meters made the trip here this evening, and the Rick Meter staff is eyeing that play especially. We'll get an early read near the end of this quarter.
Jacob Clear knocked that away. The Australian native pass intended for Da Vinci.
The Da Vinci Code. If I was the defensive coordinator, I'd be quickly putting together the Da Vinci Code. He's killing the San Diegans right now.
83 yards on 6 of 7 passes for Drew. He's back to throw for another one, and got knocked away by the rookie strong safety, Mike Ryan.
Mike, hands of stone, Ryan. But that brings up 4th and 2. And San Diego gets the stop they were looking for.
And we'll get our first punt from Charleston of the evening. It's over on FTF. Florida leading Vancouver by 1 point, 14-13. As the return by Clear gets them up to the 29. And San Diego, they're looking to get things going. Their first drive was 5 plays for 16 yards, and their next drive was 6 plays for 12 yards. So they're going to try to get it moving as they had the ball 1st and 10 on their own 29-yard line.
I see Bo Martin picked up on the hands of stone. Bonus points if you know who the
Oh,
pugilist was that actually carried that nickname.
Optimus Klein stuck his hands in the air, but the ball was below his hands. Incomplete. That'll be 2nd and 10.
A very un-Optimus Klein type play.
2nd and 10, 3 wide.
Well, you know, you got to use a bigger glove when you're catching the knuckler.
Gone for Vasquez. He's to throw. Fires it out. This time it's complete to Weston, but it'll be a yard short of the stick.
His momentum carried him out of bounds, and no excuse, no trouble with that. But man, it would have been great if he could have leaned, vectored himself a little bit further down the field.
For Charleston, they only give up 49% on 3rd down. That's 8th best in the league. As Wells picks up the 1st down on the ground.
There we go.
And that's the first 3rd down conversion of the day for San Diego.
Yeah, you can wave your hands in the air, or you can whip your hair back and forth.
As we now have a 2 tight end look, 1 receiver to decide.
Those of you in the boxes can just rattle your jewelry.
Wells takes it up the middle and gets a nice gain out to the 48-yard line. Jalen Wells, who played fullback for Sioux Falls last year, switched over to tailback this year. At 42 yards on 20 carries last week.
I mean, this is a compliment, but Wells' fullback skills serving him well here as San Diego struggles to get a good block on the defenders. And there is a 1st down.
1st down to Shea Carroll. 2nd reception for the veteran wide receivers. Been around the league a long time. Most recently was with Carolina. Been with a whole lot of other teams through the years. And you can see why with a catch like that. San Diego will line up with 3 tight ends out of the eye. Vasquez changes the play at the line of scrimmage. Nick Hoagland, the fullback, is in front of Wells. Here's the good to Wells. Up the middle, gets a block from Hoagland, the fullback, and picks up 6 yards for his troubles. And so far, in his first 5 carries, he's gained 17 yards.
You get 6 on that one, and you're welcome. As the O-line heard my mildly disparaging comment about their inability to correctly block the defenders. They get 6 yards on that.
Here's the quick throw out to Wells. And he only picked up maybe about 1 before flying in to make the tackle was number 43 for Charleston, Corey Meaner.
You know, I don't know if they got it in the playbook, Colin, but the back coming out of the backfield by definition, hello redundancy department, the back on the wheel route is almost undefendable. And let's see if they do that at one point. Keep him going instead of throwing that quick flare.
Here's Vasquez, fires it out to Klein, who fumbles the ball, but I believe it went out of bounds as Corey Meaner had his hands on the ball, but did he possess it long enough to stay in bounds? No, he did not, and San Diego retains possession.
Well, that's a nice break for San Diego, who has not had probably enough of those breaks go their way so far this season.
Split back.
Another one.
3 tight ends.
Throw deep.
Vasquez down the middle of the field, complete to Stephen McMichaels, his 2nd catch of the day, and I don't know. It looked like he picked up more than 5 yards to me. Let's see what Coach Vasquez does here.
Still preserve an extra down.
Oh, they will take the penalty.
Yeah.
It is Dick Baker, 2nd-year defensive end, trying to get a head start to the quarterback, but moved early.
Yep, a little frustrated. Probably they didn't come up with the ball in the previous fumble play. Trying to make something happen. Got to play within the rules. No cheating. And no wagering.
Now they go 2 tight ends, 2 backs, and 1 receiver. Vasquez to throw again. Pumps. has plenty of time in the pocket. Throws for
There we go.
Optimus Klein, who makes a diving catch out of bounds for first down at the 19.
All right. Well done. There's no gambling at Bushwood. And I never slice.
And for Klein, that is his second reception. Michaels has 2. Vasquez again to throw, and this pass attempt is good over the middle, complete. And that is Ryan Owens, number 10, with the reception, his first of the day.
Don't look now, but San Diego's in the red zone, Colin.
So we're winding fast. The end of this quarter. We'll most likely get this play off before the end of it, should they decide to snap. And they do. Here's Jalen Wells with a handoff up the middle. First down. It'll be first and goal at the 9. As we reach the end of the first quarter, Charleston in front 7-0, but San Diego is on the move looking for a score. You're watching the Simulation Football League on Twitch. As we're starting the second quarter, play with a first and goal for the San Diego Mavericks on the Charleston Predators 9-yard line. Split backfield, set, 3 tight ends in the game. Vasquez to throw, and he goes down for the sack. That is Jeff Hollywood dragging him down for a 2-yard loss.
It's a timely move by Hollywood. They've had spotty pressure, have the Predators, but they get home. It's a nice time for one, but
second sack of the year for Hollywood.
Second and goal, just a little bit longer.
I mark the ball on the 12. They go with the I. Vasquez, quick drop, fires it over the middle, complete to Shea Carroll. Gets him to the 8-yard line. And set up third and goal. They have a capable field goal kicker in Nico Cappuccino, who's 16 of 16.
Wait, what?
In terms of field goals.
There we go. There it is.
Third and goal. And this pass by McMichaels is dropped as it's knocked away out of McMichaels' hands by Corey Meaner, and Nico Cappuccino will come out on the field for the field goal try.
This puppy's going to be a chip shot. Everybody should know the Rick Meter and the Rick Meter staff has taken keen interest in this nice little drive by San Diego. Let's see if they can cap it with a score.
I will hold the Wallace Emmer. This will be right hash, and the kick from 25 is straight and true.
Well, there you go.
7-3 Charleston. 7.5 point favorites coming in. Over under 31.5.
And with that, the Rick Meter is going to stay at neutral. It was preparing to make a lean call, but 2 scoring drives, even though they've got the Charleston has the advantage. We're going to stay at neutral.
The return up the middle. Getting a notice from our stats team that
they need some Pop-Tarts and Mountain Dew.
That was a 15-play, 58-yard drive. It resulted in the 25-yard field goal by Cappuccino, according to the drive summary.
Thank you, David and KT Harrell.
And Drew again with the 7-step drop. He goes out of bounds to Da Vinci, and here we go with the hurry up.
Trying to shake something loose here.
Here again they go deep drop. Down the field on the post of Vaccaro, and he dropped the ball. He did not survive the ground as he dove for the football, and They're making poor Kenny run all the way back to the slot position.
Oh, and that makes
And Drew is going to make him go deep down the field again, but this time it's knocked away.
a little anger management issue, as they had perfectly done the hurry up to set up something big, and they dropped it. They went right back to another deep pass, Colin. Hey, keep up with the SFL and its teams on social media at Simulationfl. Follow us on Twitter for weekly broadcast schedules to discover team content and stay up to date on SFL news. Let us know who your favorite team is or how you enjoy the broadcasts each week with the hashtag Make an Impact. Thanks for your support and viewership.
17 plays run by Charleston so far, and not a single run. They've all been passed. Jacob Clear on the return gets it up to the 33. And back out on the field comes San Diego.
Maybe I should have yelled 3. That's what she Zed picked up on the Caddyshack reference. There's another one for you.
Vasquez walks up under the center. He's 12 of 15 for 69 yards, completing 80% of his passes. Coming into this drive, and it's a Jalen Wells handoff out the middle, and Zach Lee meets him in the hole after a pickup of 3 yards. Second step.
Yeah, by the way, is it just me, Colin, or are we a little disappointed in the chat? There's like not much chat going on. If you guys want to be replaced by golf carts, just keep it up. By the way, the Caddy Scholarship's open again this year.
3 wide receivers to the top. Wells again gets the carry, but he has to hurdle a down defender, and it is immediately hit in midair by Tommy Zanardi and set up a 3rd and 7. And Liam Hammer in the chat wants to know what kind of golf cart. It's a 3rd and 7. Vasquez 6-step drop, and down he goes. It's going to be a combo sack. Tabocco was there along with Baker, but Baker ultimately wrapped him up. But Savoca's pressure forced Vasquez into the arms of Baker. That'll be a 4th and 12.
There's the punt. No pressure as they have the return on.
Here is the return by Lake. Lake up to the 34-yard line. We got a young man in the chat, wide receiver 89 Darby. He says
or a young lady.
Or a young lady. Could be either. Inquiring about how to go about minor league receiver. And it's quite simple. You see our Discord in the chat. You click the link, and it'll help you get started from there.
Absolutely. Welcome to the family.
TD Drew, another 7-step drop, but this time Mike Ryan swatted it away. But the receiver was behind the defense. They found something in that deep post, boy.
I was going to say, Colin, it's a little nail-biter game within a game here. They are consistently getting a receiver open on that deep post, or almost open, shall we say. And Charleston is not hesitating to dial that up. I think that's the 3rd time in the last 4 or 5 plays for them.
Clearly, they've seen something. They can open it up down the field like Da Vinci, 46 yards on 5 grabs. Here's the throw out to Keith Swearingen. And he picks up 6 yards on the reception. Swearingen, very capable back out of the backfield as well. Hasn't carried the ball on the ground once. As we have a 3rd and 4. It's another pass. This time to Simon's out of bounds. First down at the 45. He makes the spinning grab. And now it's 51 yards on 3 receptions.
You know, people are exhorting Charleston to maybe run the ball. But for those of you familiar with some of the more aggressive, odd team styles over the last 20 years, It's a modified De La Salle, right? They're going to throw the ball every time until San Diego proves they can stop it.
Here's another pass. 7-step drop. Drew down the field. Wide
There it
open is Vaccaro, and this time he holds on to the ball. He's touched down at the 27. What a play.
Touched down, not a touchdown. For those of you not paying attention.
Heads up play by the rookie. Mike Ryan saves what could have been a huge play.
From being huger.
As a 28-yard reception, Vaccaro's been targeted 5 times, but that's his first grab. Under center is Drew. 2 tight ends to the same side. Quick drop, slant over the middle, caught by
there it
Simmons,
is.
and it's fumbled. Returning the other way for San Diego is Ron Hopp, but there's a flag on the play.
I wonder if the penalty might be on the return. We'll see.
Oh, we have a clip. We have a clip on the return, so it will stand, but unfortunately for all involved, Big Mustafa Canal, all 295 pounds of him, was caught hitting someone from behind.
Laying the lumber in an illegal fashion. But it doesn't matter, as it's a turnover, and that's the most important thing. I was just thinking before that play, San Diego needs to try and hold them to at least a field goal, if not get a turnover.
Vasquez.
They're still going to that little flare to the left side of the formation, Colin.
Picks up about, they're going to call that about 2 or 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One of these times it'll go for a score, and I'll feel funny, but boy, do they run that a lot. There's a good old-fashioned formation for you, and right up the middle.
Wells picks up another 2 or 3, and he's up to
28 yards.
On just 10 carries. Efficient average so far. Also has 4 receptions out of the backfield, so he's doing a little bit of everything.
Let's see what they run out of here, Colin. Oh, they're going to actually run it.
And Wells, he almost got the first down, but big Joseph Savoca's like, no, you stay right here.
Well, they had this commenter crossed up. I thought for sure there was going to be a nifty deep cross or a streak or something happening there. Said they ran it, and they couldn't convert.
Another punt for San Diego, and the rush was on that time. This punt will be brought out to the 35. And the rushing watch continues. Keith Swearchin's only touched the ball once. Reception out of the backfield for 6 yards.
Even the running back has to catch the ball to be involved in the offense.
TD Drew, 2 wide receivers. 6-step drop, fires it out to Swearens, and he gets the ball out of the backfield and shows off his move, picks up about 9.5, and here comes the hurry up.
Watch out for that deep post again, Colin.
Here is Drew. 7-step drop, and this time he goes down for the sack. Sack made by number 99, KT Slayer.
All right, 3rd and 9.
They're making everybody set. San Diego shows blitz off of the left side of the formation. Drew has plenty of time. Hit as he throws. Oh, it's knocked away by Ryan again. Pass intended for Simons, and only a quick 3 plays and a punt.
Yeah, almost sacked, and then a perfectly timed hit downfield to prevent the completion. Hats off to San Diego on that.
And it was KT Slayer again applying the heat on poor TD Drew, who's now 12 of 18 for 147.
Yeah, he got hit right in the breadbasket. Oh! So close.
Punt is going to be fair caught at the 27.
So we've gone just under 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. The score, Charleston 7, San Diego 3. And it was looking like Charleston, it was going to be all Charleston all the time. San Diego did put a nice drive together, and now the defenses have reared their heads a little bit in the last few possessions, Colin.
You could say early on in the game, Charleston was in charge of our days and our nights. As Vasquez, now he fires down the field, but this is going to be intercepted. Intercepted
Wrong way,
on the
Corrigan
play.
almost.
Intercepted by Josh Reese. It was deflected right into the hands of Reese.
A reverse Franco Harris immaculate reception.
By Corey Meaner.
Well.
And it effectively works out to some kind of arm punt as Charleston will get the ball on their 43-yard line.
It's like Charleston's back in charge.
Here's the throw. Broken tackle by Da Vinci, and he gets shoved out of bounds at the 43 as you see the quarterback numbers. And Lyric Da Vinci. That man's been putting in the work on that deep out cut. And the 7-step drop as he broke the tackle, Jacob clear. Oh, look at that hit right there. And that DB. He sat him down in a hurry.
That's going to leave a mark. I did not expect to be talking about Scott Bio today. Yeah, here we are.
As TD Drew goes down for another sack. This time again, it's one of the defensive linemen. It's Mustafa Kamal. 9-yard sack, setting up a second and very long. Second and 19. And it's back-to-back sacks.
Wow.
KT Slayer, his second of the day. 3rd and 21.
The defense continues to move to the 4 here, Colin. I'm impressed.
Well, the defense, Charleston hasn't even tried to run the ball one time, so you think they've figured out the pattern by now. It certainly looks like it. Here's Drew back to throw. Deep post down the field, and Macaro makes the catch on 3rd and 21. He picked up about 22.
Oh, there's some big boy football going on right there. We're sacked. We just got sacked twice, but we know we can get that deep post open on you, and we're gonna go to that.
Oh my goodness! As it came flying in,
man.
But he was able to hang on to the ball. 1st and 10 at the 30. Drew again, 7-step drop. Deep down the field, caught it. No, it's incomplete. But Carl dropped the ball, his first drop of the day.
This is getting ridiculous in a fun way with these deep posts, Colin. He just sits right in the center of the coverage. Look at that. Time and time again.
It was the 2 rookies. It was Lanier the 3rd and Ryan combining on the crunch play. Ken Vicar in the chat says, I don't drop anything. That was clearly some sort of interference. 2nd and 10. And again, similar play. Oh, and a different result as Ryan knocks that down. 3rd and 10.
Wow, 2 incompletions in a row. Nice job, San Diego.
There's Vaccaro out there. He's in the slot.
3rd and long. I bet they'll throw.
This is pass attempt number 23. And this time, it got a Simons touchdown. So they keep going to the post, and then they cross them up and said, nope, we're going to go to the lob route. Simons catches it for the touchdown. And Simon says, TD. As he beats Ron Hoff off the line in a flash. And TD Drew has 2 touchdown passes now. He had 12 coming in. He now, by my count, has 14. He's also thrown, unfortunately for him, 15 interceptions. And the extra point is good. 2:05 to go in the first half. Charleston in front, 14-3.
Well, it's not a lot of time for San Diego to respond, Colin, but they need to respond. The game dictates that they want to try and keep this close. They're going to have to try and put a score, even if it's field goal. Put some more points on the board before the halftime pep talk.
Halftime pep talk indeed. It's clear Downs is one in the end zone.
All right, let's see what kind of 2-minute offense Mavericks can feature here.
There's the numbers for Wells on your screen. 11 carries, 30 yards. As they come out, 2 tight ends, 1 wide receiver lined up very close to the line of scrimmage. Vasquez fires it out to Wells on another flare pattern. And that'll reach us to the 2-minute warning. You're watching the Simulation Football League on Twitch TV. As we're out of the 2-minute warning.
That 14th version of the flare pass to the left side of the formation. Brought to you by the Offensive Brain Trust at San Diego.
Offensive coordinator Tom Walsh calls the plays here for Javier Vasquez, the head coach. And head coach geared off the Wells, but Joseph Saboka was right there to make the stop.
I'm not sure. They're doing everything they can think of here, but they need to throw the ball, and they need to throw the ball deep in the 2-minute drill.
Now they're lined up in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Vasquez to Optimus Klein. That's deep down the field, and it'll be marked down at the 44.
That's what I'm talking about. You see, you got to throw down the field. You see.
And the second-year quarterback from Massachusetts pulling off the big throw down the field as we are approaching under a minute to go until half. Vasquez back to throw again. Has to scramble around, throws complete to Connor Weston to the 37 of Charleston. Zach Lay again on the tackle.
That was a great play as he ranged to his right and jumped through that.
Here he throws again to Weston. This is a 9-yard pickup and a loud call time with 43 seconds left. As I see Garrison Blue in the chat, picked up on your little, you see? You see with the Jimmy Stewart.
Yeah. You see, now, I don't have your money here. Your money's in Ethel's house, and it's in Tom's house. Now, how much do you need? How much do you need for a week?
3 men in the backfield. McMichaels joins Hoagland. And this will be a pass, and Vasquez goes down for the sack. Not the greatest decision in the world, as Saboka got him. Back to the 31, clock running. Under 30 seconds now. Again, they'll try to pass down the middle.
Oh, where's he going?
With the catch, but it'll be a yard short.
Oh, my gosh. What a time to take Arthur Murray dance lessons as he sachets around every place except crossing the line to gain. Oh, no.
Cappuccino will now be on the field to try another field goal attempt.
Well, the Predators count their blessings as, for all intents and purposes, that was a first down, except for the running around part.
He went down the middle and he hooked. He just forgot to move forward once he caught the ball. They get 3 points. A 44-yard field goal by Cappuccino is up and good. It's 14-6.
And the Rick meter gives a hat tip to San Diego as they do what was prescribed, which is move the ball downfield and get some points, any kind of points, including a field goal. And they do just that. We're going to go into the halftime, though, with the Rick meter leaning Charleston at this point. Out-dueling the scoring battle, touchdowns to field goals.
As DeLake is on the return, he's tackled by McMichaels at the 24. You know, Rick, it's not like the old days when you could exchange hard gold for paper money, you know. You can't exchange field goals for touchdowns in that way.
That's right. That's right. No hard currency convertibility anymore in this country, anyway. Tune into my ranting podcast about the Federal Reserve for more on that topic.
Here is the pass. This is complete to the second tight end, Jay Taylor. And with that, TD Drew is now up to 212 yards passing, and that'll be the last play of the first half. It'll be a 14-6 game. Let's break down the stats, Rick. What stood out to you most as we get ready?
Yeah, well, I already alluded to scoring touchdowns versus scoring field goals. But you can interestingly see how much more efficient that is as San Diego wins the time of possession battle in the first half, but trails.
No rushing yards for Charleston at all. Jalen Wells finishes with 29, but TD Drew, he came out firing rockets early. This one to Simons on their first drive. Set up a touchdown.
I'm not sure San Diego thought Charleston was going to throw on every play, and we'll see if they can make some adjustments. And maybe that's what Charleston might be counting on. They adjust to the pass, and maybe they fire up the run game in the second half. We'll have to see. Either way, I don't want to be in San Diego's shoes. Because Charleston's done a nice job keeping them guessing. Here's that fumble.
And one of the guards, it was Fred Dukes that ran down Ron Hoff. Otherwise, that could have been trouble.
And then here's another.
And then here's the turnover, the interception by Reese. KT Slayer had 2 sacks in that half. And for KT, who had only 1 sack coming in, he's now increased his total by a lot. He's up to 3 now on the year.
There we go.
Nico Cappuccino made 2 field goals in the half. Here's one of them. Buchanan Simons. 80 receiving yards.
Even with 5 grabs. Yeah, even with the touchdown versus field goal affair that we've got going on right here, it's still just a 1-score game, and I think San Diego's got to be pleased with that. Not that they don't have some things to work on and some things to do better in the second half, but they're in the game.
Cappuccino to kick off to Charleston. He's up 14-6. They've yet to run the ball, but Keith Swinston did have 2 grabs for 15 yards.
As we're underway here in the third quarter, and Jim Mora just called and said, hey, we're just trying to win a game. Oh, look at that.
And Lake's kickoff return goes up to only the 22. Every Charleston Predator receiver has at least 1 grab.
Right. Why not? Well, so San Diego's got to man up on defense here. Just an expression. Figure speech.
Here's Drew.
Deep
drop again.
Ooh,
and they went to the outcut, and that time the young linebacker, number 58, Devin King, was right there to defend the play. He's like, okay, I've seen this before.
He reads it, and he jaws a little bit after the play. He knew what was coming. He sensed it too. He's just watching the quarterback's eyes.
And this young man who was picked in the first round, 22nd overall, one of 2 first-round picks on this San Diego roster. The other being Mike Ryan, who went number 1.
And you can see why. Like I said, he didn't even bother trying to track the receiver. He was just watching the quarterback to see here where he would throw it. He's putting himself in the way. Here's a
Again, they go to the lob to Simons, and on the second play of the second half, they go all the way down the field to the 18-yard line. Oh, my.
Wow.
That lob route is deadly as Ron Hoff gets beat for the second time today, and that'll put Simons well up over 100 yards. He's got 144 on just 6 grabs.
So
now.
apparently Charleston's abandoned the very successful post route to go to the now very successful lob route.
Indeed.
Indeed. Uh-oh. Throw deep.
Again, outside free play. Da Vinci makes the sprawling grab, picked up about 8 or 9.
Well, they might let that stand. We'll see.
Neutral zone infraction, number 50, defense.
Again, offside. Neutral zone infraction, rather. Predators actually take the penalty.
All right. They want the extra down, extra play that it gives them in the red zone.
Let's go. First and 5 from the top gun, 13-yard line.
Ball is
San Diego
Now
plays
look-
them tight too, Colin. Just one over.
now on the 13. First and 5. Swearingen with the grab. Swearingen makes it a spin out of a tackle and goes down to the 4.
I'm dizzy. So is he.
As he put poor Ray Lanier III through the spin cycle right here.
1, 2, and he's got a third one right there. But I'm not sure, he might have put a little bit of his pregame meal on the turf there before he got up.
Third reception for Swearingen, who's yet to carry the ball. You think this could be an opportunity right here, especially with this light box.
Run the ball. No,
they're gonna throw the ball. Just don't do anything stupid with the ball. But he dumps it down to Swearingen, who gets down to the 1. It'll be 2nd and goal.
People have to be betting now on will Charleston run even one running play outside of a potential kneel down if they are in a position to win the game.
Drew changes to play at the line of scrimmage. Another deep drop again. Has the step throw and nearly threw an interception to the rookie Ryan. 3rd and goal.
Wow, they could run one of those delayed handoffs where it looks like it's going to be play action, but it's actually becomes a handoff. At some point, they'd probably catch San Diego on that.
4 down linemen for San Diego. Again, they go deep pass to the end zone. Da Vinci catches it. A 1-yard touchdown pass. First 1, and then now a 2-yard. First a 3-yard touchdown pass.
Okay.
Reception.
It's just me. Maybe it's just me, but Da Vinci's been killing you all evening. And now in the red zone, you leave him uncovered. Obviously, miscommunication, as somebody was supposed to pick him up, or the up man thought the deep man was going to pick him up, and the deep man thought the up man was going to stay with him. He ends up being all alone in the corner. Charleston does a nice job to take advantage of that miscommunication. Here's the PAT. Up and good. So that brings the score 21-6 in favor of Charlestown Predators.
With 8:29 to go.
Da Vinci's masterpiece. on his route running there.
The return by Clear up the middle, and Jacob Clear gets down to the 22. And now San Diego's almost a little bit more difficult to climb out of, but it's possible. We've seen flashes of them.
Yeah, on the plus side, they've got two pretty long drives, long and sustained drives. They put points on the board, so they can do it against Charleston. Let's see if they can dial one up here. That's certainly needed at this point in the game.
Here's Vasquez, quick drop. And curl route.
No.
And they only pick up 2 as the receiver ran backwards.
The reverse image of the non-first down play from earlier. The other far side of the field.
You see the numbers for Vasquez. He's 19 of 23 for 130. Does have the 1 pick.
That was a funky one. I'm not going to
As
count.
they go-
Oh, what was that?
As they fling it out, this will be a 1-yard pickup, they'll call it to McMichael. They were trying to run that flat route, but it was behind.
Flat,
McMichael.
flare, swing. None of them are working very well, said Captain Obvious.
3rd and 7.
Here we go.
And Vasquez to throw. Sideline, beautiful catch as he keeps the toes in bounds.
They ran that one for a couple of first downs in the first half, Colin. I like that. Also with that 2-back set in the shotgun, they've got some options there.
You're right, they do have options.
They can show that same formation and run 3 or 4 different plays out of it.
San Diego's now 4 of 11. It's their 8th first down. This will be play number 47. 1-yard loss from Wells.
Just tough sledding there. Up the middle, they cracked a couple of 5 and 6 yard runs, but they haven't really been able to break loose with those off tackle and draw plays.
Now they go from the shotgun again. Vasquez to throw to the sideline. Out of bounds is Weston. Incomplete. 3rd and 11.
Not enough footage. Well, let's see what San Diego's got. They need their best 12-yard play.
They're bringing the fullback in front of Wells.
Soft coverage there on the double set to the top.
Vasquez quick drop. Slant over the middle into traffic, knocked away. Jack Brown with the deflection.
Would have been a selection error on that on the part of the QB.
Fourth and 11.
A rumor in the chat, the commission's on the sidelines. Tries to be incognito, wearing sunglasses all the time, but doing it in a night game is a giveaway.
Alex Domian punts it away for his 5th punt. And Charleston will start this drive at the 32.
The SFL broadcast team is looking to add talent to our ranks of broadcasters. Applications are being accepted now. Try out for either play-by-play or analyst broadcasting positions. No prior experience is needed, just a love for the game and a desire to succeed. The application can be found on our website at simulationfl.net/broadcasting.
And the commissioner responds in kind to the speculation that he is on the sideline. He says he's always watching. It's there. Da Vinci makes another grab. And again, it's a deep out route as TD Drew is now up over 300.
What was that Disney movie where they were always watching?
It's a Pixar movie, but
Pixar movie? Yeah, what was that?
that was Roz and Monsters, Inc.
That Monsters, Inc. Thank you very much. The copier is not a toy. Everybody.
Ball's at the 49. Da Vinci's had a great game so far. Couple of touchdown receptions for number 46.
There it
Deep
is.
drop again, and they
Oh,
go
man.
to the post, and Charleston just continues to go to work on the San Diego secondary. Carl touch is puts her is
Talker good or better?
knocked down at the 23.
All chopped up in words.
Here is TD Drew back to throw, fires it out to Keith Swearingen, and Swearingen picks up 4 yards. Well, he's 2nd and 6 as he's knocked down at the 20.
Swearingen's like, I don't get the call that much, and then you threw it behind me. I got to make the one-handed spin backwards grab. But he does.
All right, formation again. Drew deep.
He's going
And down he goes. It's going to be a loss of 4. Denzel Maverick, San Diego's leading sacker, brings him down, set up a 3rd and 10.
That's a good play. Makes it more likely they can hold them to a field goal here.
Can they bring out the second tight end, Jay Taylor? It's an ace formation. It's a quick drop. Drew has to get rid of it and does to Swearingen. Swearingen does his best to get upfield, and he gets what they were on 2nd down, but unfortunately for him, he needed 10. As Amanda Moyer is on to try the field goal attempt to extend the Predator lead. And the straight-on kick is good from 36.
Bit of a moral victory there for the San Diegans as they do hold them to a field goal. Taking advantage of that sack, bringing up 3rd and long. And then good coverage and a little bit of pressure on that 3rd down play. But San Diego needs that long drive we had desired and tried to conjure up for them on their last possession.
Here is Moyer's kick to clear. 2 yards deep in the end zone, coming up the middle. He gets knocked down at the 23.
Visit the all-new SFL League website at www.simulationfl.net for info on how to create a player, to join our community, the league, and the teams that play in it, links to apparel, helmets, and a comprehensive history of the SFL. Hey, it's over 1,400 games, and it's thousands of players who have hit the virtual field. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy.
Yes, it's over. Fast approaching 1,500 total games here. And I swear you see something new every week as Jalen Wells catches that one, but unfortunately for him, he goes out of bounds with no gain.
Still looking for more throwing down the field from the Mavericks, Colin.
There's Vasquez. This will be a 2nd down. As they get another offsides play, Vasquez fires it out to Optimus Klein. That's about a 4-yard pickup, they'll say, and they'll most likely take the penalty. Offside, well, I believe, was on Boca, the nose tackle. That'd be correct. They will take the penalty. There's Connor Weston. He's had a bit of a quiet day statistically. Vasquez to throw, has to run around, completes it, but there's a fumble. There's a fumble on the field. It's recovered by Jack Brown, who brings it up to the San Diego 36. What a backbreaker for San Diego.
Well, that's just crazy, as San Diego cannot get a break on this drive. And the break.
Ball, Jack Hoffman knocked it out, and Jack Brown recovered it.
Well, the last thing they wanted to do was give the ball back, and there's the red hanky, Colin.
The coach for San Diego is going to challenge the play, saying he had possession before the fumble. We'll get a look at it. And there's the recovery by Brown, but the real question is, did he establish with possession prior to the ball coming loose?
After review, the receiver did have possession.
And it looks like San Diego will win the challenge, as the ruling is changed to an incomplete pass, so San Diego gets a bit of a break. Third and 5. 3 wide receivers for the Mavericks. Vasquez slant over the middle, caught by Optimus Klein for the first down to the 34.
6 yards on the play. First down, Top Guns. First and 10.
Here's to get to Jalen Wells. He's tackled for a loss in the backfield. As it was a lost 2nd and 12. Offset I formation, 2 tight ends. 1 receiver is Carroll. Wells on the carry, and Jalen Wells will get it up to the 38 to set up 3rd and 6. Javier Vasquez under center, bunch to the bottom. 6-step drop, fires the post. It's caught by Optimus Klein out of the air. Oh boy. Johnny Bravo went for the ball, but instead it was Optimus Klein who came down with the football. It'll be first down, San Diego. Optimus now with 5 receptions for 57 yards and 7 targets, and a long of 21. The Mavericks are starting to press the ball down the field a little bit more. Here they go again, and the throw is complete. That is to Shea Carroll for the first down on the slant.
Another first down, just what the doctor ordered.
So we're now under a minute to go in the third. Mavericks seem to be building ahead of steam. Here's a look at Optimus's numbers. He and McMichaels are on the field. One tight end either side. Vasquez changes the play, throws the out cut to Carroll, who picks up 6 yards out of bounds at the 30.
Sector 6 is the official apparel provider of the Simulation Football League, Colin. Visit sector6apparel.com or our website at simulationfl.net for replica team jerseys and completely customized jackets, flags, t-shirts, and more to help each team stand out from their opponents. Get the gear the fans wear with Sector 6 and the SFL.
2nd and 4. Vasquez fires complete. That is to Weston. And Connor Weston hauls in another one. as it'll be the 23. It'll most likely be the last play before
Yeah, I don't think
we go
they're.
into the fourth.
Sorry about that, Colin. Yeah, I don't think they're going to get that off before the end of the quarter.
24-6, Charleston on front, but San Diego on the move, looking to make things interesting late. You're watching the Simulation Football League on Twitch. See the numbers for Vasquez. That one interception dragging down his rating a little bit. It's 27-34, 186 yards. We'll start the fourth quarter off with the Jalen Wells handoff, and we'll only pick up one.
Continued tough sledding on the interior line for Wells, Colin. Have they run a play action, San Diego? Somebody check me on that.
I don't think they have.
Their sort of commitment to that run might make that a decent option for them here, because they're looking to try anything to put a couple more scores on the board.
And they go power eye. Here's Wells again. And this time he loses the yard he gained on first down. Only 3rd and 10.
The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away.
Gonna go 3 wide receivers, 2 to the bottom, 1 to the top. Vasquez 6-step drop. Fires the outcut. Ryan Owens has to turn upfield, and he does, but he's 1 yard short.
Wow, who's the DB that was going for the pick there?
Again, they'll have to all on the field goal kicker.
Well, if there was ever a time to run a fake, this might be it.
Well, the offense is on the field for the moment.
Yeah, or just go for it. By the way, that's a phrase that never goes out of style. Go for it. Oh, it's a staring contest. No. All right, people, how many times do I have to tell you second half timeouts are too valuable for that kind of schoolyard goofing around?
Ball's on 13. It'll make it a 24-9 game.
Should the try be successful? Exactly. 15-point game, which is technically 2 scores. So they'll take it.
But you're right, those timeouts are valuable.
They can be exchanged for gold. Pure gold, Jerry.
It's now 24-9 as Cappuccino nails another one.
Man, that guy is awesome. He is he's a really bright spot for San Diego in this tough season for the Mavericks.
Here's the kickoff deep.
San Diego reluctantly gives the ball back to Charleston. Oh, good coverage.
And the coverage on the field is great. As you said, Rick, and Charleston will start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, Charleston obviously in the catbird seat here with a little over. How about 9.5 minutes to go? They just need to run clock, and if they can, put at least 3 points on the board, make it a 3-score game again.
Are they actually capable of running the ball? Now that they have this lead.
Take some time with their drive.
Oh no, the throw is knocked down by Devin King, his second deflection.
Oh,
And he could have had that one.
it was. You're being kind and calling that a deflection. That was a dropped catch. Yes, there is all caps screaming going on in the chat over that one. And I don't blame you.
Deep drop again, true. Oh,
my
Vaccaro
goodness.
with the great catch down to the 43.
Back to the post, are we, eh? Man.
It's either the post or the lob, the fade.
Oh, almost dropped it on the ref's hat. Get out of the way.
Well, the 43, Vaccaro. That was 4 grabs for 111 yards. As Drew is now up to 372. Now what is 36 pass attempts, but this
There we
one
go.
is intercepted.
Oh, all right. One too many times to the well. San Diego keeps bringing their linebackers up close and then dropping them into coverage, and that time they get.
And Ray Lanier has now officially taken the team lead. That's his 4th interception of the year. He was tied with Ron Hoff for 3. Javier Vasquez. Can he drum up some magic? Last time San Diego had the ball, they drove down, they kicked a
Yes,
field goal.
they need to abandon those little flare routes. Oh,
That's slightly deeper as they go to
Okay.
Owens, pick up 3.
Thanks so much. Getting a headache.
That was a 14-play, 63-yard drive last time they had the ball. It'll be 2nd and 7 following the completion to Owens.
What do you bet it's a Wells handoff here?
I don't think you would be too wrong.
Looking like it.
It is, and Hollywood blew it up.
Everybody knew that was coming. Hollywood gets free and gets into the backfield for a loss. Well, and just like that, San Diego's got a 3rd and long deep in their own end of the field, Colin.
Very deep. They're at their own 18.
Very deep. There it is.
And the throw over the middle is caught for the first down.
All right.
And that is Ryan Owens' 2nd catch of the drive, and that's good enough for about 11. Vasquez, 30 of 37 for 211 yards now. Throws again.
Ooh.
Oh, and this is dropped incomplete.
Hey, next week on Next Level Sports, coverage of Week 10 on Next Level Sports begins Saturday at 5:30 in the East. As the race for playoff positioning heats up, divisional battles in the Pacific and East kick off early and are followed by 2 games that will have significant impact on the standings, headlined by Lone Star's battle with the defending champ Baltimore. The SFL and Next Level Sports, we put the fan in fantasy.
2nd and 10. Optimus Klein on the reception. He picks up 4. That'll be 3rd and 6. See a quarterback comparison. Drew, he was perfect in terms of not throwing picks until he threw that last one. Vasquez, no slouch either. 3rd and 6. Here's Vasquez. Fires. Intercepted. Coming back the other way is Stangmano with the pick 6. Touchdown, Charleston.
Oh, my. Oh, my. Hello, end zone. He broke the plane. Boss, the plane. Wow. Well, and that's going to be the exclamation point on this as the Rick meter goes full on Charleston. Rick meter going out on a limb with that return.
And for the nickelback, that is his first career interception. Coming into the game, he had only 20 tackles and 3 pass deflections. Where he was signed a couple weeks ago, or now in week 9. He was signed in week 6.
Niner. And there's your extra point as the Predators take a 31-9 advantage with that defensive score, Colin. And I'm very impressed with Charleston tonight as they've taken advantage of San Diego. San Diego unable to make some adjustments on those deep routes, Colin. I think that's probably one of the main stories of the game.
And Moyer to kick off. As Jacob Clear returns to the 23. So the defense gets in on the fun. They pick off Javier Vasquez for the second time, except they return this to the end zone for 6 points of their own.
Right, that first interception was sort of a clunky carom affair, kind of fluky, but that one was right to the DB in the wrong part of the field, Colin. And if you're San Diego, right now it's just about execution. You want to get a drive, you want to get some points, something to build on, right?
They pick up 3 yards there and a completion to Connor Weston.
I mean, the game's not over, but it's a very long putt for San Diego to make a comeback here. But if they're going to, it just starts with moving the sticks, right?
Right.
Right play calling mix, first downs, and efficient use of the clock.
Here's Jalen Wells. He loses 2 yards. Joseph Saboka with another TFL. For Saboka, he's had 7 TFLs out of his.
Yes. Hey! Out
of his TFL total, he has 1.5 sacks, but Optimus Klein dropped the ball incomplete, and Alex Dolmy on again to punt.
And that's one of the plays that's been working for San Diego is that sort of shallow cross, 8-10 yards downfield. They picked up a few first downs with it, but couldn't make the connection there. San Diego was fairly in this game in the first and second quarter, but they've only put 3 points on the board in the second half.
Turn up to the 39 with 5:39 to go. And if you're the Predators, I know chucking it down the field has worked.
It's their thing, right? Right. The playbook, the generic here's how we play football playbook says you start handing the ball off and chewing up clock, shorten the game. But I don't think that's in their MO tonight, Colin.
They go quick drop, and TD Drew completes it to Ken Vaccaro, who gets to the San Diego 48, and that starts the clock moving. Now it's
look at the yardage for both those guys.
127 for Vaccaro as we see it again. This little arrow pass. 144 for Simons.
Well, the Charleston Predators are just firing on all cylinders tonight. They've been pretty good in all phases of the game. They've kept San Diego out of the end zone. They've got 2 picks. They've got a defensive score.
Again, deep drop. Oh, that was almost picked up. That time it was Jacob Clear.
TD Drew tries to make me sound bad with potentially throwing a pick of his own.
At that, it's got to drive Coach Allen for Charleston crazy because that stops the clock.
Right. Well, they knew what they were doing when they built the game plan for tonight, Colin. Clearly, there are no running plays in the game plan. So they're going to live by the sword and die by the sword.
Eric Da Vinci catches that one down the middle. He gets right down at the 35 as the clock is now under 5 minutes to go. And he just hooked in a little 5-yard area in between the zone, and there was nobody there.
And Da Vinci just having a great game tonight. The game must be very slow for him. He's seeing everything on the field. Got great football IQ going on tonight.
First and 10 at 35. TD Drew letting this clock wind down a little bit as he goes back for another pass. It's still Eric Da Vinci.
He's
Who stays in bounds.
got enough for a first down.
They'll mark him at the 24. Drew is up to 4:08. Passing.
Well, that's Da Vinci's just unbelievable tonight. Thing of beauty.
61 yards on 62 yards on 6 grabs. He has a couple of touchdowns.
Oh,
that was nearly picked off by Devin King, but Da Vinci hauled it in again. This time he picks up 7.
typically that sprint drop by TD Drew means post or lob route, but he goes underneath. Brings up second and short. As Charleston is thinking about padding their lead.
The Top Guns, 17-yard line.
Here's Drew. Back to throw to the end zone.
Oh!
And they said Vaccaro was out of bounds.
Looks like he had only 1 foot in the field of play. See if we get another look at that from the team in the truck. And we're not. Let's see if there's a potential
The Top Guns, 17-yard line.
challenge flag, but nope. Won't be able to determine that.
3rd and 3. Charleston's been 3 of 7 on 3rd down. And they go to the end zone.
Do it
Same
again.
play. Touchdown. Ken Vaccaro. Now he gets a TD. Now everybody except Jay Taylor has a touchdown reception.
It's like an episode of Oprah. You get a TD, and you get a TD, and you get a TD.
He's now 29. He
I
being
bet.
TD Drew is now 29 of 43 for 433 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Drive summary:
Oh my gosh, golly.
7 plays, 61 yards, and that was a 17-yard touchdown pass. To go along with touchdown passes of 23, 1, and 3.
Brings our score to 38-9 and final. There, Colin.
In Florida, the Florida Storm defeat the Vancouver Legion 38-20.
For those of you into numeracy, very similar score.
Here is clear. On the return, stiff arms a man, and he gets knocked down. But I believe that's Reese all the way back at his own 20.
Hey, you know what? Clear's just trying to make something happen. I super appreciate that. He tries to go outside with it.
First and 10 from the Top Guns, 21-yard line.
Oh,
Here's
he's
Vasquez hit
hit.
as he throws. Incomplete.
right. They'd like to have that ruled a fumble, but it did look as if his arm was coming forward and was not hit forward.
Vince Spear with the hit there. As seems backups are in for Charleston.
Second and 10 from the Top Guns.
See to him, number 79. Charleston wearing all black. Black helmets, black jerseys, black pants, with white stripes on the jerseys and the pants. You didn't even get to the uniforms.
Right, we didn't even get to the. Oh, nice.
Optimus Klein makes the grab.
There's that little hitch over the middle that yours truly likes so much for San Diego.
Here's the throw. Oh, it was off
Oh.
somebody's head.
Somebody right in the gourd. Next week, coverage of the SFL on For the Fans starts at a new time, 12:30 p.m. in the East. Mexico City battles Fort Worth in the tight as can be Tex-Mex division,
Second and 10.
while fellow division opponent Houston goes to London. all Atlantic teams are in action later when Florida visits Charleston, who we're watching now, and Carolina hosts Jacksonville. The SFL on For the Fans. We put the fan in fantasy. She's just a fantasy.
Here's the throw out, complete to the 40-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 3.
You can't beat the 80s. I'm just going to leave that one out there for music. Oh!
Here's the sack on the play.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like some of the starters are out there. Jeff Hollywood got the sack.
Not all the backups are in. Hollywood's like, I want to have more.
We reached the 2-minute warning. You're watching the SFL on Twitch. 38-9 Charleston in front.
All right, who owns the 2-minute warning? That's not a thing.
4th and 9 from the 34. They're going to go for this one. Slant over the middle. Oh, he's going to be a yard short.
Oh, they say first down.
No, not by Klein's body language that I'm reading. John Stamigo knocked him down pretty forcefully.
Invited him to have a seat on the turf.
The backups are now in for Charleston. The question is, can they continue what the starters were doing? And the answer is yes. This will be Jay Taylor rolling it in, and he picks up yardage to the 28. San Diego calls timeout with 1:50 left.
Jay Taylor, he's got things about South Carolina on his mind.
He did the smart thing. He tried to spin inside to keep it in bounds.
Exactly.
Second grab. That was his longest grab of the day. Picked up 13 yards. And now they'll go into victory formation.
This will go in the books as technically a running play. Wow.
San Diego calls their final timeout with 1:49 left. His backup quarterback is Warren King, who came off the bench early in the year when T.D. Drew got hurt against Sioux Falls, was able to lead them to victory. And the Charleston Predators will easily move to 4-5. They're keeping pace in what is a hectic Atlantic Division. Florida beat Jacksonville. No, Florida beat Vancouver to move to 6-3. But the bottom is still very tight. Carolina plays Portland later on.
3rd and 13.
And Jacksonville beat Los Angeles yesterday.
Yes.
To maintain their grip on second place.
All right. Well, they're not going to be able to completely run out the clock, but they'll chew up most of it here before punting the ball back to the San Diegans. Yeah, by the way, on the uniform stuff, I'm going to lean San Diego tonight, Colin. What say you?
Yeah, San Diego's is pretty crisp with the white helmets and the white jerseys.
I totally dig that shade of green they've got, especially on their socks. I'm not sure what that is, but I like the gray, white, and that chartreuse.
5-4.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to kick a field goal.
They are in range for Amanda Moyer. Her second field goal attempt is good from 49.
No disrespect, Ms. Moyer. But why not?
And she shows you why contracted kickers are so important.
She showed me. She did. Well, now they will give the ball back to San Diego.
They have no timeouts.
but they have great uniforms. So 22 seconds to go. San Diego will try and play for some respect here. See if they can dial something up with their offense. They've been in love with passes to short outs and the flat, Colin, and runs up the middle for very little gain. They're going to have to change their play calling up here to produce anything in this amount of time.
Vasquez calls an audible. Throws an outcut. Breaking a tackle down the sideline, but he was unable to get out of bounds.
Oh, he didn't. Couldn't be bothered to step out
Connor
of
Weston,
bounds.
and now they have to hurry to spike it.
What are they doing? Oh,
Only 4 seconds left.
they let like 4 or 5 seconds run off needlessly. All right, well, one play to rule them all for the Mavs.
They're on their own 40. It'll be second down. 4 seconds left. Connor Weston finishes with 7 grabs for 71 yards. Upton is Klein 8 grabs for 82. And this play will be knocked down 1 second left.
1 second. There we go. I want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching and listening to tonight's game, especially all the people in the chat. Always makes it fun. And we've got David and KT Harrell doing stats. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. As Vasquez is under.
2 in the pattern with a short drop.
And it's intercepted.
Insult to injury, as that's going to end the game, Colin.
Third interception for Vasquez. Final score 41-9. Charleston wins to move to 5-4. As you see our numbers there, here you have that -1 yard thanks to the kneel down.
And look at the TOP. San Diego has 9 more minutes. Unbelievable.
And that man, Buchanan Simons, he was a flat-out monster.
Here's the first of many highlights where you'll see a Charleston Predator receiver get behind San Diego secondary.
And Picaro had a good game, 141 yards on 6 receptions for him. Eric Da Vinci had a couple of touchdowns.
Good game for the kickers. Cappuccino goes 3 for 3. Moyer 2 for 2 on field goals. Nobody missed any kind of place kicking.
Eric Da Vinci finishes with over 100 yards receiving. And they were just plowing away down the field.
Yeah, Hollywood had 7 tackles.
Jeff Hollywood, 1.5 sacks. KT Slayer with 2.
There's your pick 6. You defensive junkies.
3 sacks total for San Diego. San Diego 9-20 on third down. They ran 84 plays, only picked up 17 first downs. Charleston ran 57 plays, picked up 19 first downs and 12 drives. They were 4 for 9. There's the touchdown grab by Picaro. And I think the player of the game would either have to be Simons or Da Vinci, in my opinion. Da Vinci had 2 receiving touchdowns. But T.D. Drew, he put up numbers, let me tell you. 446 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Connor Weston made this nice grab. He was unable to get out of bounds. And play the game. Drum roll, please. As T.D. Drew finishes with over 400 yards passing.
120 QB rating. Nice. Nicely done. It's great when they let you throw the ball on every play.
Every quarterback's dream. For those of us at the Simulation Football League, I'm Colin Northrop. He's Rick Northrop. Thanks to the Horals on Stats, Cameron Irvine, our producer. Good night, everyone. Enjoy the rest of the game.